everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As always, cheers for watching. Now, I wasn't actually going to come out this week if I'm being... Oh, fantail. If I'm being honest. There's a fantail, look. They're really cool. Like, you can see why it's called a fantail. Thought I'd show you that. Maybe I'll try and get some on the B-roll in a while. But yeah, I wasn't going to come out this week. I just wasn't really feeling very inspired. Today's Saturday, and these are the days that I generally come out and do my vlog and do most of my photography. Sunday I just sort of relax. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't really feeling very inspired. So I've kind of dragged myself out, to be honest. I'm at a place called Wenderholm Regional Park, which is about 40 minutes north of Auckland. And I know right now in Auckland it's torrential rain, it's really bad, and there's a kind of band of rain that's moving up northward. So I don't know how long this sort of peaceful, nice weather's gonna last, but yeah, I suppose we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a nice regional park, a little bit of forest, a little bit of a coastal area as well. So don't really know what to expect, but yeah, going to explore around and see if I can find any decent subjects, as always. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm going to take my first image here, and I think this one is going to really typify my photography since I've been back in Auckland. It's coastal, we've got a rock pool here in the foreground with gorgeous textures surrounding it, and it sort of leads the eye off into the horizon. Now what I'm going to do differently here, a little bit differently from normal, is I'm going to take my 10-stop neutral density filter and my 6-stop neutral density filter. I'm going to stack them to give me 16 stops, and I'm going to try and get a really nice long exposure. We've got some nice light every now and again coming from behind us, so it's going to hopefully add a little bit of interest to the foreground. But what I'm really going to try and do here is capture movement in these beautiful clouds that we've got off in the distance. And yeah, like I say, a 4 to 5 minute exposure I think is going to work perfectly here. So I'm going to get the old camera out and just try and compose the image in the best possible way to get this in the foreground, but also, like I say, them clouds off in the distance. So yeah, let's get set up. Right, so I've set off one exposure there. It is around about 5 minutes. The only thing is we're getting the occasional little bit of light from behind us as the sun comes from behind one of the clouds, and it lights up the foreground and it makes the image look so much better. So I'm probably going to wait and set up another exposure because it looks like the sun might come from behind those clouds again in a minute, so we'll see. Other than that, it's looking pretty good. It's a really annoying setup on my camera. I've got My 10 stop ND filter is a circular one, a 52mm one, and my 6 stop filter is a square one. So whatever happens, I have to put my 10 stop on first, which is really annoying, because it means that if I need to recompose the image, or if I knock the focus or something like that, then I've got to take everything off and then set up the whole image again. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. So I am hoping to invest in, I think I'm going to get a 10 stop, and I was going to get a 15 stop, but I think I'm going to get a 10 stop ND filter, like a square one, a Nissi one, and then I can stack the two square ones together, like the 10 and the 6, and obviously that'll give me 16 stops. So I think that's probably the best idea. So yeah, the image, if you're interested in the settings, f7.1 ISO 100, and like I say, shutter speed is around about 5 minutes, so hopefully we get some nicer light. But yeah, decent first image before the sunset. Alright, so we are nearing sunset now. I'm just setting off a little time lapse, and I've just took one image, but I couldn't film it on the vlog because it's another rainbow and it had to be very quick. But I was looking out into the ocean, we had a little bit of a shower, and then the rainbow came sort of immediately, and it was beautiful, same as the one we had a couple of weeks ago there at Long Bay. And there was a nice scene out in the ocean that kind of presented itself to me. There's a nice sort of rock out there in the distance, and then on the left hand side of that we had this sort of, I have no idea, some sort of medieval looking boat but they were both on either side of the rainbow. And yeah, like I say, it kind of presented itself to me, so I actually took it on this vlogging camera. I think it was on 1/125th of a second, f10 ISO 100. So yeah, it was a really opportune moment, and looks nice on the back of here, but I'll show you it now. I don't know if it's going to be any good at this stage. Now, yeah, about 20 minutes till sunset, and I think what I'm going to do is start turning my attention towards the west. The sky's looking half decent, and I think, oh well, I'm more hope than think. I hope that we're going to get a nice sunset, so I'm going to search for a few subjects and just try and nail a really nice composition before the sunset, well before the sunset, and just kind of stand around and hope that the sky lights up. So it's going to be one of them. So yeah, I'm going to head back this way, away from the ocean, and see what I can find. And I'll show you that image now with the rainbow. Alright, I have to be honest with you guys, I didn't find anything. I was wandering around this kind of little estuary, sort of swampy area for ages with my camera, just trying to find anything, and honestly I was just clutching at straws, and yeah, just couldn't find any interesting subjects or anything in the background. Just feeling really uninspired, and on top of that the sky just greyed over. It just, loads of sort of low cloud came in, and yeah, just snuffed out any chance of a nice sunset. So bit unfortunate, but I'm glad that I made the effort to come out. It was definitely worth it, and I suppose it's good to share another little snippet of New Zealand to you guys. A lot of you might never even get the opportunity to come here, so that's good, I suppose. So yeah, hopefully a little bit more inspired when it comes to next week's video. Apologies if it was a little bit dull or flat. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you have not already, and I shall see you next week. Out.